Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Libra that runs from the full moon until the new moon, so from the 7th until the 21st of March. So we're going to shuffle your cards, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, and to comment. And there's links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to my crystal shop, and to buy me a coffee. So let's lay down your 10 cards on the table. Right, so the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. The card I get is the Knight of Swords. What I feel here is that your mind is kind of sort of racing, okay, and it's going over something. It's going over it over and over again, okay. You're trying to make sense of something, and I do sense something happened recently that really kind of sort of stirred things up, okay, and there's a strong feeling of a lot of challenges around you and that you're having to work through this issue. I'm also sensing this energy around you, this negative energy, could well be masculine, but they're coming across as being like a bull in a china shop, okay, someone who's very mindless, okay, and there's a strong sense that they acted before thinking things through. The card crossing is the 5 of Cups, okay. I mean, there's a person here dressed in black, so it could well be around a recent passing, or perhaps around a relationship situation that didn't work out in the way which you wished. But there's a lot of looking back, you know, if you see those 3 spilt cups there, you know, there's an awful lot of upsets here, you know, and like sort of disappointments and things kind of sort of being stirred up. But actually, you know, once you change your perspective or you change your direction, there's actually 2 cups still standing. So there's some good things ahead of you, okay? But there's a strong sense of the need to kind of, you know, when you're ready, just to turn around, look forward, and there's a lot there ahead for you. In the past, coming to the present, I've got the Knight of Cups, okay? There's a strong sense of holding your feelings in here, okay? Not making your feelings known. It's like some person or some situation has really upset you, okay? And you've been holding in your emotions, okay? But from the cards in the here and now, there is a strong sense of some kind of outpouring that then sets you free. It's a bit like you got all this water, you know, and there's this dam and it's been building up, and the water kind of wants to move forward like you, okay, but the dam will burst, okay, and then the water will just flow freely. And that's how I feel with you, you know. So it may get very emotional for a little while, and then things will just settle down for you, and then you'll move forward. So yeah, I mean, the card looking slightly forward is a 2 of Cups in the reversed position. There's some kind of disjoint here, you know, this is what I'm feeling. It's like, could well be around matters of the heart, okay, where things haven't really developed, okay. So it could be something new that hasn't moved to the next stage, or it could be a present relationship which hasn't moved to the next level, okay. I'm not talking about time here. It could well be that you've been with someone for quite a while but things haven't developed, or it could be something new that hasn't developed, okay. It's like something here about things reaching rock bottom, or things reaching a sticking point here, okay. So there is a strong sense of a separation here from somebody or from some situation that was close to the heart. So the card in the goal position is shown by the 3 of Cups reversed, okay. I do sense a lot of upset here, okay. So again, it talks about either this recent mourning, or this passing, or a relationship situation that didn't work out in the way that you wished, okay. There's also something here about 3, and it could well be a love triangle situation. If not, then it shows someone most certainly who's been doing a lot of interfering and a lot of stirring, you know, and your goal really is to just move away from this situation. You know, enough is enough, okay. You've had enough of these feelings, and I do sense that this outpouring of emotions will help to kind of put things in their place, you know, and then set you free. Subconsciously, yeah, I mean, I've got the 2 of Swords here. You're torn. That's what it's showing here. You're torn between one thing and another. You know, you've got like the water here, you've got the moon, which is the emotions, you've got the swords, which is the mind, and there's some kind of conflict here. You know, it's a bit like being in a car and trying to go to this really nice place, okay, but you've got your foot on the accelerator and hand on the handbrake, and you just end up going around in circles, so you kind of sort of going nowhere. So your heart is kind of sort of feeling one thing and your mind is wanting something else. But when your heart and your mind work together, then there's no stopping you and you move forward. But you need to make up your mind once and for all. But I do sense there's a need to let go of the situation or look at it in a different way, and that will set you free. Yeah, I mean, the advice card here is shown by the King of Swords. This is the advice, and it's very much about using your mind, okay? I know I was talking about your heart and your mind working together, but the feeling here is to let your mind take control of the situation, okay? But listen to your heart, you know, take on board what your heart has to say. Then when your mind and your heart work together, then anything is possible, and then you move forward towards what you want. Because there's been too much of wearing your heart on your sleeve in the past. And then people just take advantage of your good nature and then take you for granted. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's all coming out here. I've got the Seven of Swords, which is in the here and now. It can talk about some cheating that went on, something untoward. Sometimes it's known as a thief card. So someone may have stolen something from you, and sometimes you know, it can be like your heart rather than something material, although it could be material as well. And it clearly shows you've had enough. You know, there's two swords left in the ground now. You're moving away from this kind of sort of situation. It's very negative, okay? But you're holding on to stuff, but this stuff you're holding on to is the good stuff, okay? So there's some good aspects of what's going on around you, but there's also something very toxic and negative which you're moving away from. It's just number 7, okay? So it does connect to spirit. You have asked for help, okay, and you're getting what you need to get what you want. So at the moment, I've got another 7, okay, which is confirmation. It's the 7 of Wands in the reverse position. It shows that things have gone from bad to worse and from the frying pan and into the fire, okay, and you kind of fear it's going to carry on like that, you know, and you may even think about kind of sort of going back to this situation, but things aren't going to change, okay. So the feeling here is that keep it on, and then things are much better ahead, okay. It's just this transitional period which is difficult, okay, but once you get through that, things are a lot better there than how they are now, and also how they have been. And sometimes you've got to take kind of one step back to leap 2 steps forward, but you're paying now for a better future. Yeah, I mean, the final card is the Hierophant in the reverse position, so this really does show things becoming unstructured, if you like. It's like you decide to make these changes. It's a bit like you've got this massive lorry, okay, and the driver realizes that they're going the wrong way, so they need to turn around, and that causes a lot of disruption and challenges in itself. But once it turns around, then it's full steam ahead, okay. And it's the same with you, you know, and it's a bit like perhaps going to this really nice place on an aeroplane and you're experiencing turbulence along the way. It's a sign of positive change, and that you're paying in advance. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, and there's a link for free daily readings, personal readings, to my crystal shop, and to buy me a coffee.